Next problem that we're going to work on is, didn't we do candy yesterday? That's when we did candy yesterday. We did it with Copilot. I had to go into Copilot and figure out what happened with that. Copilot was not as good as Chat. Chat is back. Chat is up and working again. So we are using Chat today to answer trapping rainwater. Get this video going. As usual, let's go see the solutions and see what people had to say about this. This one has 9 comments and they use C++, which is very close to Java, super close to the Java language. Let's see what they did in this. Code looks good. L and R's. Okay. They did it in Python. So when they do it in every language. Cool. All right. I didn't realize that's what they do. Let's see what people say. Good job. The explanation was really good, bro. Great explanation. Okay. We got a solicitor. All right, cool. So we're going to go up, have our chat bot read it to me in you. This one is marked hard. We'll see how hard it is. Let's see if we can get a story out of this. A good one. Go ahead and paste that in there. By the way, that background music is on loop. If it gets annoying, let me know in the chat. But from now on, I'm using my own music. I keep on getting copyright strikes because I'm just over it. All right, and let's read the story. I'm gonna mute myself.
Problem summary. This problem is about finding how much rainwater can be trapped between bars of different heights after a rainstorm. The bars are represented by an array where each number indicates the height of a bar. We need to calculate the total volume of trapped water using the heights. Would you like an anime-themed or gaming-themed story to accompany the solution?
Go with gaming again.
Gaming story. The Flooded Dungeon Quest. Deep within the labyrinth of soaked shadows, you, the fearless dungeon explorer, find yourself tasked with a peculiar challenge. The dungeon is filled with ancient pillars of varying heights, remnants of a bygone civilization. These pillars create valleys and peaks, and after a recent magical downpour, water has pooled in the gaps. Your mission? Use your Orb of Insight to calculate the total amount of water trapped between the pillars before the dungeon can be drained and revealed. But beware, the orb only functions if you analyze the height of each pillar and strategically determine where water is trapped. Each trapped unit of water represents progress, and the ultimate goal is to calculate all trapped water before time runs out. Let the challenge begin. Problem solution in Java. Here's the code to calculate the trapped water, keeping it beginner-friendly and easy to follow. Java public class solution, public int trap, int height, int n equals height.length. Step 1, initialize variables for the left and right pointers and for the trapped water. Int left equals 0, right equals n minus 1. Int left max equals 0, right max equals 0, int trapped water equals 0. Step 2, use a 2-pointer approach to calculate the trapped water while left equals right, if height left equals height right. If the left bar is shorter or equal to the right bar, if height left equals left max equals height left, update the left max height. Else, trapped water equals left max dice height left, add trapped water on the left plus plus. Else, if the right bar is shorter, if height right equals right max equals height right, update the right max height. Else, trapped water equals right max, add trapped water on the right, return trapped water, / return the total trapped water. How the code matches the story. Dungeon Explorer, you. The left and right pointers represent your progress as you explore the pillars from both ends. Orb of Insight. The left max and right max keep track of the tallest pillars you've seen so far, helping you figure out where water can be trapped. Trapped water calculation. Each trapped unit of water is like collecting magical blue orbs in the dungeon, adding up to your total. Do you want to create a thumbnail for the Labyrinth of Soaked Shadows gaming quest?
We're going to make this thumbnail. Chat's been on point. Once it's done, we're going to blow it up and see what it looks like. Graphics got better. All right, the code is copied. We're going to throw this into our editor here. Boom, everything looks the same. Get rid of this. Let's get rid of one more line. We are going to run this and see what happens. Both cases pass, submit that, and then let's take a look at the next problem. Thumbnail a lot better. Let's go back to it real quick. I do like this one a lot better than what we were getting with Copilot. Our next one is Roman to integers. What are we talking about here? I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.